So this is how I do a mane that's on the thin side. Some horses have manes that are thinner, and if you were to pull them, they get really light and they stand up and don't look so well. So when I do a mane, I like it to come to a certain length and have a certain weight. So this mare's mane is a little on the thin side, and the average mane on a horse is thin, and then it gets thicker about here, and then a little thinner up there. So on a horse with a normal mane, not thin, I would do the scissors here and then pull in the middle and then do the scissors up here again. It all depends on the mane and the thickness of it. So hers is just a little bit long. I like the manes about here, this length. So I always start down here by the withers, and what you do is you push it up like you're going to pull it, then take the scissors and cut it on an angle at the length you want it. The key is not too thick a piece. Otherwise, it looks like you took the scissors and just chopped it off. So the way to do it is push it up, cut it on an angle at the length you want it. And it's always the same angle. It's always this angle. So you just push up, cut on an angle, and then just keep going the whole way up to the top of the mane. And when you're finished, again, it doesn't sound good that you use scissors to do the mane, but it's really the technique, how you use the scissors. And it's a great way to do a horse's mane. Some horses are really fussy. Some horses don't seem to mind having their manes pulled at all, and some really take offense to it. So this is a nice way to do their manes also, not to upset the horse. And you see as you go, it doesn't look chopped off at the end, and it's a nice length and it has enough weight to it to stay over. If the manes get too light, then they flip over on the other side. I think a horse's neck looks better when the mane is tidy and on the proper side. And most of the time when you do it like this, you'll see the horse relax. They drop their heads. Sometimes they start yawning. It's very relaxing for them. And this mare's mane is so thin that if I didn't do it this way, it would start to stand up and not look so well. So this is nicer. It keeps it a nice length and a nice weight. The comb I use is just, you go to the drugstore and you get a nice little, this is a Conair black plastic comb. And then any pair of scissors that are sharp. And you can go back and get any long pieces you see. But that's about the length that I like, that I think looks nice on their necks. Just remember, when you push up, don't get too thick a piece. Keep it on the thin side. And always on an angle at the same length. See, she's relaxing and licking and chewing and we're almost finished. I always pull this forward to make sure they have enough of a forelock. Most horses don't have a big forelock, so I try to give them as much as I can. She's falling asleep. She's enjoying it. The biggest thing is, if you'll notice, it doesn't look like you just took the scissors and went like this. So for sure the technique is very important when you're doing it with scissors. Almost finished. So you see, when you're finished, you have it's a nice length, it's a nice weight, and I think it improves the appearance of their neck, and to me that's an ideal looking mane.